guys, it's the 12th day of JuV, and we're going to be doing another one of my elemental symbolism series where I sort of take you through all the different symbolism and layers of things that are involved in each of the classical elements. Jumping straight in, we're going to be doing water this week, and there's a lot to this one, so probably going to be quite a long video. Under the system that I explained last week, water was classified as cold and wet, and was associated with winter and, quite disgustingly I think, phlegm because of that. It's also associated with this symbol here, a downward pointing triangle, and the zodiac signs Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. A thing that I forgot to include in last week's video that is quite important and intrinsically linked to these classical elements is the concept of the four temperaments, which were based around the idea that people acted in different ways based on the excesses of certain humours in their bodies. So obviously the humours being the sort of bodily fluids that were linked with these elements. The temperament associated with water is the phlegmatic personality type, where people are relaxed and easygoing and fairly peaceful on the whole. They're caring for others, but tend to try and hide their emotions. They're also meant to be very good at explaining things in very general terms to people, and also compromising with other people. Water in popular culture is generally associated very strongly with the idea of adaptability and being able to change as required. This is best exemplified in Iroh's speech about the elements in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Water is the element of change. The people of the water tribe are capable of adapting to many things. They have a great sense of community and love that holds them together through anything. This might be able to explain why, in the Avatar series, the waterbenders have the most varied skill sets, from being able to create water whips and arms and all sorts of stuff, to ice manipulation, to healing, to certain ones having spiritual powers, and also being able to bloodbend to control others, make them do what you want. And all of that is just the icing on the cake, to be honest. One very common association with water is femininity. As a general rule, when characters are paired up with the classical elements, the character that represents water is almost always female. For example, Katara and Korra from the Avatar series, Gali from Bionicle, Misty from Pokemon, Rose and Feferi from Homestuck, Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and so many others. This association comes generally from two different reasonings. The first of which is that water and the seas and all of that, the depths of them, very mysterious. And so are women, though this generally comes from the fact that men were the ones writing and making the stories up in a lot of ways, so big popular thing, and obviously women aren't quite that mysterious, or it just seems like it. And the other is that the seas and oceans are obviously tidally locked to the moon, which, by virtue of the lunar calendar being very close to the sort of menstruation and period cycle, is linked to femininity as well. The Hogwarts house associated with water is Slytherin, which includes amongst its traits both ambition and secretiveness, neither of which seems, at first glance, to be a particularly water-based trait. However, if you go under the surface a little bit, then it becomes a little bit more clear. Water is very strongly associated with mysteries, and secrets very much fit that bill, if you actually think about it a little bit. Meanwhile, ambition is very much a flexible trait if you think about it, as ambitious people do tend to be able to sort of move their goals around in just the right ways to adapt to their circumstances, and flexibility and adaptability are again traits very strongly associated with water. Additionally, cunning is also associated with Slytherin, and that's a very good fit for water as a whole because it fits in with the sort of mysterious side of water, where it's acting through or around others rather than directly. Overall, there are a lot of themes and traits associated with the element of water, but the main ones are flexibility, adaptability, mystery, cunning, and femininity. Water has a lot of associations covered in it, but I hope that this clarified at least some of them for you. Next week we're going to be looking at the element of earth. If you let me know in the comments down below what you think I did well, what you think I missed out, anything else that this video made you think, I would love to know what you think, so let me know down there. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails down below to see other videos by me, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next day of JuV. Bye.